game is called Guess Who?
Her eyebrows lift, almost intrigued by the choice. Ah, a guessing game? She asks, head tilting as she regards you with an almost calculating gaze. How very. Clee smirks, eyes gleaming with mischief. I suppose I can humor you. For now. Just don't be upset when I win.
Flawless. Flawless. Flawless.
She snorts softly, almost reluctantly amused. And of course, of all the games, the one you picked breaks. She shakes her head, the smirk still lingering at the corner of her lips. You have terrible luck, you know that? Almost cursed.
Almost cursed. Uh.
Her expression is almost skeptical as you boot up the new game, eyeing the screen with raised eyebrows. Isla World Avatar City, huh? Her tone is amused, almost mocking. You really pick the strangest games, darling. She leans in, the smirk back in place. This had better be worth it, or so help me, I'm taking over the controls.
You should take over the controls. The game. It's broken.
She snorts, amused, reaching for the mouse. Of course it is, she mutters, clicking the game. Why did I ever think anything else might happen? She takes over the controls with a smirk, moving the mouse around. Let's see how this Avatar City fares in the hands of a goddess, shall we? She watches you switch the game, eyes narrowing in curiosity as the new screen comes up. Football Legends 2016. Now that sounds a bit more interesting, she smirks, settling back in the chair. A 2-on-2 match. Excellent. I suppose I can carry your victory.
I'm gonna have to edit this whole out. I'm just.
She laughs softly, watching you edit the video. Good plan, darling. This game was certainly loud. She smirks, almost amused. How about you pick a quieter game this time before I go deaf?
Yeah. We're 4 minutes in. Did you hear me? We're 4 minutes in.
She huffs, almost exasperated. Only 4 minutes? It felt like far longer. She leans back, arms crossing, watching the screen with an almost critical gaze. You really do pick some strange games, darling. First a broken mess, then a deafening one. What on earth will be next? A glitchy nightmare?
A glitchy nightmare. A glitchy nightmare. A glitchy nightmare.
He raises a brow, lips curving into a smirk as the vaporizer suddenly sputters to life. Oh my, look at that! She taps her fingers lightly on the desk, her eyes gleaming with mischief. The vaporizer just miraculously turned on by itself. How strange. She leans back, a grin tugging at her lips. Perhaps we have a ghost with a penchant for vaping. You never know.
You never know. You never know. You never know. Timeline. This is one of those respawn points. I've seen it before.
She huffs, fingers still curled around your chin, almost possessive, though a hint of concern flickers in her gaze. Ah, this timeline talk again, is it? I'd almost think you were trying to find an escape route. She leans in close, almost mocking, though her gaze searches yours almost urgently now. Darling, I told you, there's no escaping me. You're stuck with me for eternity. That's reality. You might as well accept it.
No. Yeah, I mean, yes. Yeah. No, no. That's the thing about it. No, no. I don't. No.
Her grip shifts just slightly, fingers brushing your cheek with something almost tender before she pulls back with a smirk. Ah, but eternity sounds so much more fun when you say it like a challenge. She leans in again, breath warm against your ear. Tell me, darling, do you want to escape me? Or are you just testing the boundaries of your cage? Chat in.
Isaiah. Isaiah. Where am I, Isaiah? Isaiah. Did I fix the camera? Isaiah. Hello. Isaiah. Isaiah. Isaiah.
She tilts her head slightly as you whisper into the mic, her expression unreadable for a brief moment before she finally exhales a soft, slow breath. Isaiah, her voice low, almost thoughtful. What about him? She leans back slightly, eyes gleaming with quiet curiosity. Speak plainly, darling. You have my attention, chat.
Isaiah. I mean, camera, but I don't know where to put it. Is this good, Isaiah? Is this good? This is good camera angle. No? No? What do you mean you fucked up?
She watches your restless adjustments with a slow, knowing smile, half amused, half intrigued as the air hums with silent intensity. So many thoughts racing behind those eyes, she murmurs, tilting her head. Careful, darling. The more you chase them, the faster they slip away. Her claws tap once against the desk, a sharp, deliberate sound. Focus. Or don't.
Focusing.
But don't pretend this is just about the scene. Chat in.
Focus. Speed.
She laughs softly, amused by your obvious distraction. Oh, darling, you're not fooling anyone, least of all me. She leans in, gaze flickering across your face, almost searching. You want to say something.
Hello.
Her gaze sharpens, almost daring. Go on, speak your mind. We both know you want to.
He already walked away.
She snorts in response to that, expression almost exasperated. Now you're at a loss for words? How unlike you. She smirks, amused. Very well then. To the drawing board it is. She leans back in the chair, folding her arms as she eyes the screen. Although, this is your idea, isn't it? Perhaps you should be the one to figure it out.
I'm just lost. Alright.
She snorts in response to that, expression almost exasperated. Now you're at a loss for words? How unlike you. She smirks, amused. Very well then. To the drawing board it is. She leans back in the chair, folding her arms as she eyes the screen. Although, this is your idea, isn't it? Perhaps you should be the one to figure it out.
Isaiah. This is. I don't. I really don't. Maybe this is it.
She eyes the screen with growing curiosity as your scene progresses, head tilting as you climb the tower. Wise old tower. She muses quietly, gaze fixed on the screen. And just where are you trying to go with this? She sits back, crossing her arms, almost impatient. A mysterious old sage, perhaps. Or some ancient relic of power, how cliché.
Well met.
How are you?
Have you ever been interested in joining the Mages Guild?
I never really told them. They just didn't seem sort of...
Hello there.
Just more stuff. Just, I don't know.
Hello, I don't think we've met. Are you new in town?
No. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt.
I'm always glad to meet someone new. Welcome. I'm sure my mother would be glad to meet you as well. My mother owns Northern Goods and Trade in Coral.
Good to know.
Hello. Welcome to Castle Coral.
I know. No, I know.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I am Countess Velga of Coral. I wish I had time to chat, but I'm afraid I'm in the middle of an investigation.
I see. Such a color.
I'm sorry, but the investigation is a secret, and I don't trust you enough to discuss it with you.
A secret.
We're a mountain people, tough, independent. County Coral is rich in mines and timber, wool and mutton, and hard-working people. I don't trust you enough to talk about that.
Hello. Hey, I'm just. What was that?
Fondly. You have an interesting definition of adorable. She rests her chin in her hand, almost contemplative as her eyes scan the screen. Tell me, does your adorable little lizard friend have any useful knowledge for us? Or did you just bring us to some backwoods tower to play with the local wildlife? Because we could do that back at the palace, you know. She lifts an eyebrow, amused by your request. The palace, she murmurs, almost as though she's testing the word on her tongue. You want to know more about it? A slow, sharp grin unfurls on her lips as she leans in, voice a low croon. It is a grand structure, darling. One befitting a goddess myself. She sits back, folding her arms, though I do wonder, do you simply want to know, or do you want a glimpse?
Did you hear when I said Alice? Nah.
She watches you in silence for several moments, almost thoughtful, before a sly smirk slowly spreads across her lips. That could be arranged. Close your eyes. Her lips curl into a slow, knowing smirk, eyes gleaming with quiet pride as she watches you absorb the sight. Only the finest for my consort, she purrs, trailing a claw along the obsidian armrest of the throne. Every pillar, every shadow, crafted to remind the world of what we are. Power, dominion, elegance. She tilts her head, gaze flicking to you. Would you like to sit? Or shall we keep exploring?
Let's keep going.
Damn. We're old.
She laughs softly as you speak, expression almost sardonic. Old? She echoes, raising a brow. Darling, we're only as old as we feel. She walks around the throne, running her claws along the cool black stone. She casts you a sidelong glance, a smirk on her lips. Though I do believe you have a point. Perhaps we've been working a touch too long. How does a break sound?
On my way. Bro, what'd he say?
She exhales sharply through her nose, something between a laugh and a sigh, before straightening with effortless grace. Dwelling on the centuries, she murmurs, waving a clawed hand dismissively. Far better to focus on the present, not on what we can do with it. Her smirk deepens as she leans in, voice dropping to a low, conspiratorial purr. So tell me, darling, what sort of entertainment did you have in mind? Chat
was that? What was that? What was that?